Hi Fantasy Managers, welcome to FPL Team Talk. So in this video we're going to have a quick recap of how we got on in Game Week 36. Then I'm going to go through some of the players that I think we should be targeting for the rest of the season. And remember, there's only 2 game weeks left. So I have a look at some of those players, some of the statistics, also some of the fixtures they've got. So let's jump into it, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Any comments below we'll always get back to you on. Hit subscribe. In the meantime, let's take a look at it. So that was Game Week 36. All the fixtures up on the screen. Some incredible performances, some great results. I mean, obviously we know all about De Bruyne's 4 goals. Even it seems an age away when Brighton absolutely destroyed Manchester United. Great game between Liverpool and Spurs. So many, one of the biggest double game weeks of the season. And certainly game week I will not forget. If I go through my quiz side very quickly, I don't think I've ever done, all my years of FPL, had a game week quite like this. 164 points, 65 points. Ramsdale, wasn't expecting a great deal from him. Sarr was my other option. I did toy with the idea of swapping him over to a different keeper. I just can't complain about how it panned out though. James got the clean sheet in the end. So did Rudiger against Leeds. Was perhaps expected more likely to get one against Wolves, but that didn't pan out. Davis got his clean sheet against Arsenal. That was really good. Laporte scored, got the clean sheet against Wolves as well. Son getting 20 points. Wow, another brilliant performance from him. KDB getting that 60 points because I captained him. It was a risk taking Salah out, but I went for it. Feed up money to get Laporte in and swap Ramsey out for Gordon. All of that just paid off. I mean, once De Bruyne was in, I can't sit here and claim I was expecting him to do this well. But you know what? As soon as he came in, I'm always going to captain him over Son because of those double game week fixtures he had. Gordon picked up the 5 points, that's fine. Mount scored, got an assist, that was great news, especially after he was benched for the first game. Madison didn't play the first one, he comes and gets 8. Kane scores 2. Just fantastic. A great game week for me. My rank's gone up to 51,000, that's an increase of 57,000. Just absolute crazy game week for me. Let me know in the comments below how you got on, but I'm just absolutely really chuffed with that. I think sometimes you just got to bask in those great decisions that pay off. So often we'll just kick ourselves for those that don't, and the near misses, and I wish I brought him in and I'd just taken him out. Sometimes it just all falls into place, and I've just got to enjoy that warm glow of such a good week. So I've got the free hit in game week 37, so I've already beaten my rank last year of 80 odd K. So I'm hoping onwards and upwards with the free hit. I think I can afford to be a little bit more differential in it, target all of those double game week players. And we've already put one free hit video out, so just check out the next one when it comes out over the weekend. Make sure you sub for that. But I'm going to be quite aggressive with it, I think, in terms of double game week players. In the meantime, let's look at some of the top performers. These are always quite interesting, not quite who you always expect them to be. These are players that have best XG over 90 minutes. So even though Sterling played 2 games, it's just going to be averaged out to be fair to all the other players. But he came out on top. His XG 90 minutes for goals, 1.38. Got 3 goals over the game week, 1 assist, 28 points. So if you've got Sterling in there, you've done really well as well. The thing is with Sterling now, he's not a cheap option. You've got Son, you've got Salah, people obviously are still KDB at the 4 of it now. Difficult to fit him into the side. But he is an option definitely, and a differential. Tony was the highest expected goal and assists. Obviously they played Southampton, 1.49 per 90 he was averaging. Didn't get any goals, got 1 assist, 5 points. So certainly not one of the highest scoring players. If you're still on Tony and you got that, you'll be thrilled with that. Single game week player though, just 5 points for Tony. Highest XGI in goal involvement was Trossard. So if you kept hold of him and kept faith, he's really paid you back in spades. 2.04 is expected goal involvement. He got a goal, 2 assists against Manchester United, whopping great 17 points. Really nice for him to come home. Other players were Gross, had a really good XGI, 1.71. Martinelli as well in his 2 games, 1.48. Only picked up 1 assist, 5 points. That's not including the game tonight. Haven't got the stats for that included. But he looked good. Obviously, De Bruyne was right up there as well. I think Saka was impressive. But those were the other players that were really up there in terms of expected goals and assists. Let's have a look at game week 37. And it is a double game week for teams like Everton, Palace, Villa, Leicester and Burnley are all doubling, and like I said, I'm going to free hit. So these players that we're looking at will be looking at game week 37 and 38. Check out the free hit as we said earlier on, but let's have a look at some of those players that we can target. First one, Wilfried Zaha then. 30, he's been brought in by a lot of managers already. Game week 37, he's doubling. 2 nice fixtures. They are away from home. Wouldn't put me off though having Manchester United at the moment on that last day of the season. Nailed on pens, 3 goals in the last 5 games. XGI looks brilliant over the last 5 games, 0.87. getting plenty of shots in and around the box. There's not many negatives for Zaha. He's got a double game week, decent price, he's in form, and the stats back him up. There's not much you can say that puts me off Zaha. If I wasn't free hitting, I'd be definitely looking at bringing him in. In a free hit, he's definitely in. Then we look at Reece James. He's a single game week player, but I think he's worth having a look at if you haven't jumped him on already. 2 games left, playing right wing back. Leicester at home, Watford at home. 2 good fixtures. Hasn't scored. He's picked up 1 assist. His record is, in terms of expected goal involvement, looks really good. 0.39 for a fullback. And how many shots is he getting? 3 shots per game in the last 3 matches. That's really impressive for a midfielder, let alone someone playing in defence and picking up those clean sheets. Only picked up 1 clean sheet. You'd have to say Wolves scoring twice really hurt him, but he got the clean sheet against Leeds. Minutes is a worry. If he plays 120 minutes against Liverpool, he surely will play in that FA Cup final. Only a few days rest until Leicester. That is a concern. I'll be less concerned about the Watford game. But he creates so chances. Stats look great. He just passes the eye test. I'd still be looking to bring James in. And you know what? I mean, even I don't even care how much he's going to be next year. I expect his price might go up. I'll still be looking at him. I just think he's such a good player. Other players that I'll be bringing in, definitely on a free hit, I'm bringing Richarlison. Without a free hit, I think I'd still be looking at him. Brentford at home, Palace at home. He's got 2 in the last 5, picked up an assist. XGI looks fine, 0.54. You've got to remember where Everton are in the league. 3 shots per 90, that's fine every each game. Not much you can say in terms of negativity for him. He's got his relegation back, he's got everything to play for, every incentive. He's in form, double game week, those fixtures look brilliant. Say the stats don't perhaps back him up, but the fact he's on penalties is absolutely nailed. I think he has to come in, and he's got to be a captaincy option. He's certainly one I'm mulling over captaining for my free hit. Ollie Wickens then, again, really nice fixtures. 2 home fixtures, 3 goals in the last 5 games. Decent stats in terms of expected goal involvement. Great amount of shots in and around the box. If Ings isn't playing, he's on penalties as well, so that could be interesting. Double game week with 2 home fixtures, which look really kind. He does have that Manchester City game in 38, so he's away at Main Road. He's away at the Etihad. So I don't think, if I can't put someone else in for then, I'll be tempted not to go for him. But can I carry him through that game 38? Can I bench him in that last game? Nothing to play for. You could put that down. I don't think Gerrard's going to allow his team just to sit on the beach, so I'm not convinced that's something. Minutes might be something I'll be a little bit worried with. So many games, and he has played a lot. But otherwise, those 2 fixtures look really good. Last one I'm going to stick in is Sessegnon. Really like him. For the price he is, he looks good. He's got 1 assist, obviously, in that Liverpool game. His XGI looks fine. Not getting many shots in around the box. That doesn't worry me too much. But he's got great fixtures. Everything to play for. He's nailed as long as Reguilón doesn't come back in. Top 4, they've got everything. Reguilón is the only thing. But for 4.3, if he plays, we'll have to look at press conferences. I think Sessegnon is a really good option. Very lastly then, very quickly, let's have a look at the Son-Kane debate. The nice thing about Kane, you'd have to say, is there's not many other strikers to go for. You could move him out and go for Richarlison to release money. But if you had the choice between Son or Kane, these aren't updated from today's stats, but obviously Kane's got 2-1 from the penalty spot. Son's picked up an assist and a goal, but he still just outscores Kane comfortably in terms of goals. Kane getting more assists, you'd have to say, on that front. XGIs look very similar. Perhaps Son just tipping it. Shots in and around the box, again, you'd have to say Son, slightly less than Kane, but he's playing in a much deeper role. Points in the last 5 games, though. Again, Son just outstripping him every time. And you consider he's 1.4 less. I think it just goes to Son. If I had the choice, I certainly wouldn't mind going for Kane. I wouldn't swap one to the other. But if I had a choice of a midfielder or a striker, I think Son would still have to be the one I'm going to go for. That's it for this one then, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what your plans are. If you're going to free hit, don't forget to check out that video we're bringing out over the weekend. In the meantime, take care, have a good one, and I shall speak to you soon.